Hi guys, so I am Lia The Sunstar. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. This is going to be a reading for the collective on what we need to focus on healing, right? I'm going to look at three things and you can just go along with it. I'm going to pull some I guess you could say trinkets or something to see who should be extra focused. And again, this is a general collective reading. If you like a personalized reading, you can always click on my website in the community page that I have, and you can book a personal reading with me. I do personal readings. I know some readers on YouTube do not, but I've been doing this now since 2015. So I offer energy healing, of course, psychic readings, and astrology readings. All right, thank you. Let's get into the video. And I'm going to start off by taking a few dice. So this is for anybody who clicks on this video, but I just want to see if I could get some energy on anybody who really needs to tune in or listen extra harder, okay, because it's extra messages for you. Okay, so I got Virgo energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Taurus energy here. If you have a talent for singing, if you have been having a hard time sleeping, Virgo's here again. If you were born a Leo or Virgo is here. If you have like a best friend or someone you really like holding hands with that's not your child, could be a lover or a friend. And then somebody who has a strong Piscean energy too. Okay. All right. So anybody, this message is for anybody. But again, let me just get a few more zodiac signs. Let's just see here. Spirit, what other signs? What other signs? What other signs? Should really listen hard to this reading.
Weather signs are signs that alert drivers of changing.
Siri. So we got Aries, Sagittarius, and Scorpio again. All right, let's get into this reading. So this reading is for the collective, and it is what we should work on healing. And I'm going to be doing these every 2 weeks. I am Lia The Sunstar. For those of you who do not know me, if you are new here, thank you for subscribing. If you are not new here, thank you for being a subscriber of mine. And let's get into the reading. So we're going to start off by seeing what areas are we going to focus on healing. So this could be a past life energy. This could be something that was a childhood wound. This could be something that you dealt with recently. Okay. Holy Spirit, please be present with me. Please allow my gifts to shine through. Please give me the areas that for the collective that they most need to focus on right now. Healing. All right, so we have High Priestess or Priest. So this is somebody who is really tapped in, somebody who is tuned in, and you need to start trusting your intuition. So you're healing your intuition. You're healing where you need to trust more and trust your intuition more. So we have wars and battles. So this is someone who can be a little bit combative or somebody who is dealing with anger. All right. And then this is wisdom. This is someone whose ancestors really want communication and connection with them. And then also, this is someone who needs to trust that they have the knowledge that they need to do whatever it is that they want to do. All right, so let's pull some cards. So first, let's look at their higher self messages for each one of these. All right. So for the high priest or the priestess, those who are struggling with their intuition, and then those who are struggling with some type of anger or like wanting to fight. And then the person who is struggling and believing in their mind and their intellect and their intelligence and that their ancestors want to connect with them. What is their higher self message, Spirit? All right, we have for the high priestess and the high priestess or priest, we have, I will meet new people. I want people to get to know me. I'm confident with who I am to share myself with others. For the person who has been dealing with anger, or I guess, struggling to not get angry, it says, am I truly loving myself enough to love another person? And then the other higher self message I'm getting for wisdom, it says, I will not expose myself to negative stories or read awful news. It brings me down to a low vibration. All right. What is the healing message for each one of these? What's the healing message? What's the healing message for each one of these? Okay, so my last video did not save. So I'm just going to read y'all the cards that I pulled. And so for the high priestess or priest, we have the hearing inner guidance card. And it says, my intuition flows whenever I am still. So that's for the high priest and the high priestess. So that's the intuition that I talked about. Then for the wars and battles card, we have the embodying my soul. And it says, I have a right to be excited. So for some of you, you don't have anger problems, but sometimes you're mistakenly called, or treated as if you have anger problems, but you really don't, okay? And then for the wisdom card, it says, embracing worthiness. So I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. So again, the wisdom, those of us who need to heal, that is more about, again, self-worth, believing in yourself, knowing that you should be sitting at this table. You are intelligent enough. You are enough. Okay. All right. So let's get a few more messages here from the Wisdom Oracle cards. All right. Spirit, give me 3 cards from the top of the deck, please. 3 cards from the top of the deck, please. I need to work on healing. Right. So we have creative blocks that came out for the high priestess, high priest, and it says, if you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. For the war and battles healing path, it says direction. So, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the prompting of my own body, and if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. It's about controlling your temper, y'all. All right? Controlling your actions. All right? And then for wisdom, I got courage. It says divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going. Do it. Don't worry. All will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear divine, may I feel your courage and your will. All right. Those all, when spirit brings stuff and it's all in alignment. All right, let's get some mindful messages, and then we're going to get some self-care cards, and then we're going to end it out with a journal exercise, like something that you can take with you and journal. All right, so your mindful message, mindful message for the collective. All right, so we got playful for the high priest, high priestess. So it says, I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there's so much fun to be had? All right. Y'all don't come for my nails. I got all is okay for the war and battles, path of healing. So it says, all that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, anger, fear, anxiety, rejection, or overwhelm. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrasts that lead to my higher expansion. My higher expansion. And then the last pile, which is wisdom, projecting. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. All right, let's do some self-care. So this is a self-care technique that you can do to try to help heal. Okay, so I got for everybody dream journaling. Dream journaling. This is for everybody. Now let's see if I can get 3 cards, Holy Spirit, from the top of the deck. Self-care. What self-care technique that each one of these pals need to... Okay, so for the intuition pal, for the high priest, high priestess, I got chanting. So this is where you actually sit and you have like a mantra over and over again, where you could say something like, I am trusting my intuition daily. I am trusting my intuition more and more daily. Or you can make a shorter chant. I feel, I know. So that's chanting. Like, people typically chant when they're doing a ritual or they're doing meditation or something like that. All right, for the war/battles, I have write a gratitude list. Oh, so this is this is more so spirit saying, hey, be grateful so that you don't lose things because you get too upset, right? So write down a list of what you are most grateful for, okay, if you're struggling with keeping yourself under control. All right, and so for the wisdom pile, you have sing. So I don't know if some of you, I think I said artist when we first started doing this reading. I think we said artist. So yeah, this is all about listening to music, singing along with the music, singing in the shower. Those of you all who have a talent for singing, this is about courage. This is about wisdom. This is about making the right decisions for yourself. This is about trusting that you're making the right decisions for yourself and trusting that you deserve a seat at the table. Oh, all right. So last but not least is the journaling, guys. And we're going to wrap up the reading with this. So, Spirit, give me some journaling topics for each one of these healing paths. Give me some journaling topics. So dream journaling already came out. So you definitely want to get like some black moonstone, put it under your pillow. We'll cleanse the stone first, then sleep with it under your pillow, sleep with a journal next to your bed so you can remember and recall your dreams. Black moonstone. Has to be black moonstone now. All right. All right. All right, so we have for the high priest, high priestess card, it says, how does my body want to move today? So that's a journal topic question. How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. So you want to write this down. You know, when we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? So all 4 of those questions, y'all. All right. For the war/in battle, it says, am I afraid to be seen? Question, am I afraid to be seen? So it says the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. I don't know about naked. Don't do nothing crazy. All right, it says, what parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Question. Am I being authentic? Question. Do I allow myself to be all of me? Question. What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. All right. And for the last pal. All right. So for the last pal, which was the wisdom pal, we have, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Question mark. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strength, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? All right, guys. So thank you all so much for joining me, collective, for this healing reading. I'm going to try to keep them, 15 minutes or less. Because I used to just do chakra readings. And so now I'm not kind of focused on chakra. I'm kind of focusing on healing as a whole. And this is for a collective reading. So whenever you see this, you are meant to see it. Like I said, I pulled some extra stuff at the beginning. So like if you have any of those things, then specifically this is for you. But this is for anybody at any time that gets this message. I am so grateful that you joined me and you watched this reading, and I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.